Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Popovich, and welcome to Bookworms Fear Street Retrospective, looking at R.L. Stine's classic YA 90s horror series, Where Your Worst Nightmares Live. Today, we get to ask the age-old question. What would you do if you found $100,000? Would you turn it in? Donate it? Keep it for yourself? And how far will you go to have it all to yourself? This is book number 44, The Rich Girl. Or we follow two best friends, Sydney and Emma. While the two care for each other, they each have very different lives. Emma lived in a tiny rundown house in the old village. Sydney's sprawling mansion sat on 5 acres of land in North Hills, where everybody had plenty of money. Emma works because she has to, Sydney thought. I work because Mom and Dad don't want me to be spoiled. And poor Emma has to work extra hours than Sydney in the next few weeks cause it's my mom, Emma explained, tucking her long blonde hair behind her ears. She hurt her knee when she was younger, and it never really healed right. The doctor says she really needs an operation. The diner won't pay her while she's out, and they're going to fire her if she doesn't get her knee fixed soon. That's rotten, Sydney declared. No, that's just Trump care. The girls are wrapping up their shift and throwing away the garbage when they come across a bag with something they never think they'd find. Whoa! Stacks and stacks of bills, wrapped in rubber bands, $50 bills. I don't believe it! Emma cried excitedly. She picked up one of the stacks and rifled it like a deck of cards. They're all 50s! The bag totals to an amount of $100,000 and it can save Emma's situation. However, they want to be sure the money is safe and decide to bury it in the Fair Street woods for 2 weeks and wait to see if any word about it comes up. However, Sydney is too much of a goody-goody who can't tell a lie to save her life. So when her boyfriend Jason wants to know why she's late coming home, she tells him everything, on the same night. And guess what Jason's response is? It's just too bad that Emma opened the bag. Jason paused, and a strange smile spread over his face. Now the only way you and I can split up the money is to murder her. Ha 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 ha! That's a funny joke, Jason. You're just referencing a movie and would never do anything like push Emma down the stairs in the hopes to... Jason stood there, staring down. Not at Sydney, at Emma. Sydney could see his teeth, white and gleaming, and his eyes, crinkling at the corners. Was that a grin on Jason's face? Was he actually smiling? You have no right to be shocked at this point. The cover is bland. It's Sydney with a bag of money looking in terror as she looks if anyone is seeing her with a bunch of money in the park, in the bright daylight. Yeah, not only does this cover not reference any moment in the book, it just doesn't really represent what the story actually becomes. It's just boring. Would you kill to be rich? Because you see, the story goes into an interesting direction in the second half. The first half is pretty standard Fear Street stuff, but then Jason gets added into the group, and when they go to see the money, he gets killed. Though Sydney doesn't see the cause of why, she's told he tried to take the money all for himself, but what happens then is Sydney starts to get weird visits and hauntings of Jason's ghost that slowly drives her crazy. Only to end in a twist that I can say is true horror. It's one of the few stories that doesn't have a happy ending or one where the main character figures everything out. No one comes out of this happy. The hero goes insane while the final twist is something you can probably guess considering we are dealing with a bag of nothing but $50 bills. All of this boils down to the evils of greed, basic morality play stuff, but it works for me because of the irony in the end and how scary it is to see how far people will go to chase a Maltese Falcon. It's a good and genuinely scary read. What about you guys? What are your thoughts on The Rich Girl? Let me know in the comments, give a like if you enjoyed the video, and if you want to buy the book yourself, I provided links down below. And don't forget to share around as we continue to document the terrors of Fear Street. Till next time, have a scary day.